Hello and welcome to Tax Matters. I am Chamaka Ohauchi. The federal government budget 2022 has been signed into law. Yes, following the passage of the 2022 appropriation bill into law by both chambers of the National Assembly, President Muhammadu Buhari assented to the bill on Friday, the 31st of December 2021. The 2022 budget will be the fourth one to be run in the January to December cycle, an achievement of the Buhari administration. Tax Matters is working assiduously to bring you up to speed on the tax components of the budget. Watch out for it. We do hope that you have begun to take advantage of the FIRS Contact Center. The magic numbers are on your screen. We tell you it is a super highway to information and education on any matter tax. Be sure to keep accurate books of accounts, and in doing that, employ the services of qualified and duly registered tax practitioners. With the introduction of the FIRS Tax Pro Max, life has sure been made easier. And talking about qualified and registered tax practitioners, the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, CITN, is the umbrella body for all tax practitioners and tax administrators in Nigeria. To become a registered tax practitioner, you qualify either by direct membership or you sit for the CITN professional examination. Upon qualification, there is a formal induction into the ranks of registered tax practitioners. On Saturday, the 27th of November 2021, the CITN held the 45th in the series of inductions involving a whopping number of 854 men and women. Preceding the event, however, was a pre-induction orientation program for the qualified tax practitioners, which took place from Wednesday the 24th to Friday the 26th of November 2021.
This orientation forum is put together to acquaint prospective members with practices, roles, responsibilities, and organizational cultures that will aid them in the transition to becoming renowned tax professionals of repute within the society. The recent changes in the tax laws and the urgent need for increased revenue generation by government and the introduction of various reforms in the practice of taxation in Nigeria has put the tax profession at the forefront. It is our duty to provide solutions to some of the issues arising.
The Institute admits qualified persons in compliance with the provisions of Section 1A of the CITN Charter, which empowers the Institute to determine what standard of knowledge and skills are to be attained by persons seeking to become registered members of the tax profession in Nigeria. As a global standard, which is the practice for recognized professional bodies, it is expected that an in-depth knowledge and skills must have been acquired through learning and experience before becoming a professional.
The inductees were told not to rest on their oars, not to think that their induction is the be-all and end-all.
We do not finish our education by this pre-induction, and that's why we have what is called mandatory professional training program. If it is a mandatory professional training program, it means don't get this ACT high and go to sleep. Please, it is an appeal, and I've seen it happen. You have so many of your colleagues who are out there that the last education they had was the one they got about 20 years ago. And the level of changes that we are witnessing on a daily basis is something that is happening at the blink of an eye.
For the next 3 days, participants were taken through relevant topics in key areas of the tax profession by seasoned professionals. Having groomed the prospective tax practitioners through the 3-day training exercise to equip them for the task at hand, the Institute on Saturday, the 27th of November, held an induction ceremony to usher them into the rank of Associate Tax Practitioners of the CITN. The event was graced with the attendance of the Doyen of Taxation in Nigeria, Chief David Ajibola Olorunleke, past presidents of the CITN, council members, as well as other leading lights of the taxation profession in Nigeria. Prince Taofik Adotunde Oretuga is the Chairman Membership and Professional Conduct Committee of the CITN.
Today's ceremony is not just a celebration, it marks a call to stand tall in integrity, to be impeccable in character, to be professional in service, and to uphold the high ethics and value for which CIT members are renowned. With the rigorous process leading to your qualification, I make bold to say that you are worthy to be member of this great institute.
President of the CITN, Mr. Adeshino Adedayo, MNI, presided over the induction.
I'm delighted to address participants on this auspicious occasion, the 45th induction ceremony of the Institute. I'm elated given the fact that this is the first induction ceremony being held in the course of my tenure as president. Interestingly, this ceremony, which is the 45th in the series, is holding some months to the 40th anniversary celebration of the establishment of our noble institute. This shows how far we have made progress as an institute, with membership strength at over 24,000 members and still counting.
Again, as he did at the pre-induction, the CITN president enjoined the prospective members to be on their toes to continually seek education and enlightenment.
You are coming into this profession at a time when you must be mindful, let me put it on record, that as a professional you don't go to sleep. Even when you are dreaming, you should be dreaming about tax, because you have issues of laws you need to consider. This is a profession that you must agree with me. You have to be looking at the laws on a consistent basis, even if you are not a lawyer. You must be looking at institutional framework on a regular basis, and you must be mindful of what the policy is saying and how it is impacting on businesses and the environment. The burden that is being placed on you after this event today is for you to become a tax evangelist. And that means you should go into the world and do what? And multiply. One of the few professions I know where you don't have retirees is the tax profession. You only have transformers. You transform from administrator to practitioner, from practitioner to administrator, or even when you're ever operating in industry, you must have one or two things to do with tax, so you don't retire in the tax profession.
Chief Note Barizange Adoage, who was a special guest of honor, delivered the keynote address and declared the event open.
In economics, we say, on the one hand and on the other hand, the tax practitioner does not have two hands. It has to be one hand. In other words, you have to give precise answers to clients' need or employers' need. You don't need to leave one point and say, okay, but on the other hand, it's not done that way. Once you move on to taxation, you begin to have precise answers for issues that come up.
The occasion was used to recognize and present awards to students who excelled in the May 2021 Diet Professional Examination of the Institute.
This is to appreciate the effort they are putting into these exams, and I consider them as the future of the Institute. The first person I'll be calling today is Adebeshi Adepeju Adeola. She is the best student in Principles of Taxation, best student in Business Law. Obo Adeyua Ifai. For the best in Financial Reporting, the winner is Ayiba Akudomeri. The next award is for best student in Income Taxation, and the winner is Ayiba Akudomeri. Best student in Indirect Taxation, and the winner is Buba Usman Adamu. The next award is for best students in Governance, Risk and Ethics, and the winner is a lady Ubi Abam Blessing, best student in tax audit and investigation. Owubalili Ehilebila Debbie, the best student in financial and tax analysis, and the winner is Balogun Samiat Omotola. The next award is for the best student in income tax for specialized business. The winner is Babayanju Abdulganiu Akonji. The next award is for the best female student in international taxation. The winner is Young Omawumi Ajoke. Still on Young Omawumi Ajoke. The next prize is for the best graduating female student, and the winner is Young Omawumi Ajoke.
The prize for the overall best graduating student was presented by the donor himself in the person of the doyen of taxation in Nigeria, Chief David Ajibola Oloruleke.
Overall best student of the whole year, and it's the same Omawumi Ajoke. It is my pleasure to continuously give these awards to women, because I have been here in the last almost three or four consecutive awards. I've been giving it to a woman. I'm not unhappy because of that. I'm only raising a concern that where are the men? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure once again to give this award to the young Omawumi Ajoke again. And I wish you all the best. You have done very well in this exam. I don't know how you did it. Unfortunately, Ms. Omawumi herself is not here. I should have been asking her that question.
On the pleasant reoccurrence of women winning and shining in successive CITM professional examination, the CITM president had this to say.
I said something about 4 days ago. I observed that this particular induction has the highest number of female inductees. And that means that it is clear that women are now developing a serious interest in revenue matters. And you can also affirm to this by looking at our 3 past finance ministers, including the current one. You will see that when it comes to revenue matters, they seem to be on top of it. So I'm not surprised. If you look at the list of winners, you have more than 90%. That means the men should wake up.
Congratulations to all the awardees. And then the high point of the event.
The 15th president, you have standing before you in this hall and on the Zoom platform a total number of 854 applicants for membership. 313 of them wrote and passed the Institute's professional exam. 33 are ACCA members who have gone through the conversion program, while 503 applied through the direct membership route. Both the ACCA members and direct membership applicants have gone through the pre-induction orientation program from 24th to 26th of November 2021. I hereby recommend that you induct them as associate members of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria this 27th day of November 2021.
By the powers conferred on me as the President or Chairman of Council of the Chartered of Taxation of Nigeria, I hereby call on all inductees to be upstanding, which you are already doing. Raise your right hands and take the oath of allegiance as follows. I do solemnly swear that I shall always comply with the provisions of the Institute's charter,
Tax Matters spoke to the president of the institute.
The doyen of taxation said that we need to change the face of taxation in Nigeria. What are you doing in this regard?
Okay. The plans we've always had, which we have even more or less even improved on, is the fact that, one, we need to know where are these Nigerians. Let's get that clear. Where are these Nigerians? It's just like talking about me coming from a state and I'm based in Lagos. If the people in my state do not know where I am, where do even they start acknowledging my existence? So we need to know where are these Nigerians. We need to know the Nigerians where they are operating from and how many of these Nigerians are presently being captured in the net. That is the second level. Where you know you have Nigerians in a place, let's now move. How many of them are being captured? When you now realize that only a percentage of them are being captured, you are now going to expand the base. Let's get more. So you do not fish for a big fish in a small pond. You go to where it really matters. And when you look at this, we have organizations, we have institutions, you have those who are working in public sector, those who are working in the semi-formal sector, those who are working in the organized private sector. Let's first get the accurate record. And thereafter, we start moving to those who we did not know existed, and they actually existed. Those are the ways I believe we can expand the tax base. If we do not address those aspects of verification, identification, we may be pursuing just a dream and not a reality.
I'm a very busy man. My business involves a lot of traveling and I interface with lots and lots of people and organizations. Tax compliance used to be a big drag on my business. It was time-consuming and very costly. But now, no more. Introducing the FIRS Tax Pro Max, the truly fully end-to-end tax administration solution for companies' income tax, value-added tax, petroleum profits tax, and all other tax types. For fast, efficient, and convenient end-to-end tax experience, log on to www.taxpromax.firs.gov.ng. Tax Pro Max has turned things around for me. It is fast, user-friendly, and cost-effective. FIRS, making tax administration as easy as ABC.
Welcome back. It is quite an achievement to be admitted as an associate of the CITN. Don't forget, like we have said several times on this kind of occasion, that these men and women who are already accomplished in their various fields, law, economics, accountancy, name it, and yet are still required to acquire additional skills to be allowed to practice taxation. There comes a time later, much later, when these men and women become qualified to move up to become elders of the profession. They become fellows, FCTI. On Saturday, 4th December 2021, 413 men and women were conferred with the fellowship of the CITN. It was a grand event. The event was kicked off with the welcome address by the Chairman Membership and Professional Conduct Committee of the CITN, Prince Taofik Adetunde Oretuga. The opening address was delivered by the President of the Institute, Mr. Adeshino Adedayo. To set the tone for the event, special guest of honor, Honorable Akinola Ojo, a fellow of the CITN, spoke on the role of tax practitioners in national development.
This could not have come at a better time in the history of our country when our economic growth is dependent on the efficiencies of our tax and fiscal policy management. So what is the role of a tax practitioner? For the profession, it is ultimately most important to recognize that tax practitioners are and should be a force of consistency and stability in their economies and have an important role to play in the functioning of the sound and efficient tax systems. They help employers and clients understand their fiscal and regulatory obligations in respect to taxation and advise them on how to comply. Also, tax practitioners are obliged to comply with strict ethical principles e.g. International Code of Ethics of the Code of National Professionals and Regulatory Organizations, and are guided by the fundamental principles of integrity and professional behavior. And lastly, they play an important role in combating tax evasion. It is important to recognize that governments, taxpayers, and tax practitioners each have important responsibilities and crucial roles to play in efficiently functioning tax systems.
Thereafter, the distinguished men and women, the new elders of the fraternity of tax practice in Nigeria, stepped forward to be admitted into the Hall of Fame.
The 15th President, I hereby present to you a total number of 413 associate members of the Institute that have applied for the fellowship of the Institute. They have all met all the conditions set by Council. I hereby recommend that you induct them as fellows of the Chartered Institute of Taxation this 4th day of December 2021.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I shall always comply with the provisions of the Institute's Charter.
We say welcome to the fold to the new associate members and to the new fellows. Together with those you are joining in the fold and those that are coming behind you, we will all make Nigeria great. More ink to your pens. Still staying with the CITN, we round off this episode with the story of the annual dinner and awards, which took place on the day of the 45th induction, Saturday, November 27. It was used as an opportunity to allow members to let down their hairs. But more importantly, the occasion was used to recognize staff and other stakeholders who have contributed in no small measure to the success of the Institute.
As part of the annual dinner and award ceremony, we always take time to reward our staff that have been with the Institute for not less than 10 years. For this year, we shall be rewarding 4 of them. Kola Awoyeriju, Sahad Aliyu, Adidayo Bakari, Christy Oji.
Professor Muhammad Mainoma, MNI FCTI, and the immediate past president of the CITN, Dame Olajumoke Simplis, were individually presented with the Outstanding Service Award to the taxation profession. In other categories, the Kebbi State Government was given the State Government Award, the Nigeria Board of Technical Education, the Educational Regulatory Award, the Nasarawa State University KEFI, the Tertiary Institute Award, while in the media category, the Nation newspaper was given the Outstanding Print Media Award and Arise TV was given the Electronic Media Award. Sovereign Trust Insurance was given the Corporate Organization Award.
I'm a very busy man. My business involves a lot of traveling and I interface with lots and lots of people and organizations. Tax compliance used to be a big drag on my business. It was time-consuming and very costly. But now, no more. Introducing the FIRS Tax Pro Max, the truly fully end-to-end tax administration solution for companies' income tax, value-added tax, petroleum profits tax, and all other tax types. For fast, efficient, and convenient end-to-end tax experience, log on to www.taxpromax.firs.gov.ng. Tax Pro Max has turned things around for me. It is fast, user-friendly, and cost-effective. FIRS, making tax administration as easy as ABC.
Congratulations to all the awardees. To you, our viewers, thank you for watching, and we thank you for keeping faith with us throughout 2021. Bye for now.